Hi, my name's Tim. I'm the what West Sussex knows as a county secretary for West Sussex, but the union call that same position the negotiating secretary for West Sussex and the federation. So that's West Sussex North Local Association, West Sussex South Local Association. I've been in the post since April last year, so just over a year now. It's been a bit of a steep learning curve, learning the remit, the scope, the breadth, the width of it, the procedures, the policies. But it's been great, absolutely great. Throughout the entire 15 months, my conclusions, if I sum them up, would be that West Sussex want and expect this level of quality, standards, expectations, and it's always fascinating when I see going around the schools, meeting the membership across West Sussex. 15,000 teachers in West Sussex, of which we have a significant proportion of them as members of the union. But what I always fascinates me is that West Sussex expect that, and on occasions what I see out and about is that. I often comment on the gap, what is getting lost in translation here. And it's also the same in academies. Academy trusts expect that, from my perception. But actually what you see in the settings, different school settings, is sometimes well below par. So identifying that, pointing that out, signposting it to people to make it better for people, is quite a significant part as well. I'm proud actually today to show off the new branding. I quite actually like the logo. I'm a bit frustrated that logo is not on all our merchandise. It's definitely not on our emails yet. It's definitely not available for our presentations, and I think we've got to get a wiggle on now. You don't half load out a brand refresh. You either do it or you don't. But as they've done it, let's focus on the positive. Looks quite nice, isn't it? Very slick. But then it is the only teachers union in the UK. Anyway, this message, this video is particularly for members of West Sussex. So West Sussex North, West Sussex South. So you know you are, because you're going to get sent this message. And it's about this. So this came through the post this week, in fact Monday. There were a couple of hundred copies of it. So if you look closely at that QR code, I don't know if it's going to pick it up. Will it? See if it'll pick it up. There it is. So hopefully on this video you can pick up the QR code and scan it. But if you can't, don't worry, because I'll scan it for you and send it. So I'm going to ask the South East Regional Centre to scan this. Well, I'll scan it, they can send it out. This is a little publication that Matt sent out this week. As you can see from the first page, his mantra is, it's 3 strap lines, I guess: respect teachers, reward teachers, and rebuild education. That's big, massive, because it's, I'd say it's been neglected most of the time I've been in teaching. But that's his focus, that's his priority. He also says on the front of there that he is, vote Matt Rack, nominated by national executive members. So that's all of them. I think there's about 48 that run the union from the lay team. So that's like the board of directors equivalent. And 38 local associations. So 38 local associations across the country putting forward. He's up against one candidate, Neil Butler. Neil Butler is a Welsh guy, I think. Or if he's not Welsh, he's based in Wales, or has done a lot of his work in Wales. Don't know much about Neil. All I know is this guy's got some big balls experience, and he wants to make change happen. And I think we're in a situation where we need change to happen. It also says there that he's the candidate Michael Gove doesn't want you to vote for. Well, what you think or don't think about Michael Gove, we all know that he got up for breakfast in the morning, had coffee, and by lunchtime his policies were generally on the way out of the door of the DFE. And, whatever you think of him, he made a lot of change happen in his time in office, and it was quite ruthless what he did. And we're still dealing with some of those changes, although the curriculum review at the moment is looking at, I guess, undoing some of what he did. this island mentality. Inside page of this is talking about the some of the national executive members who have supported that. The closest one for me here is Ro Martin. I don't know quite how Ro manages to fit everything in, and has the capacity to always be available to support and help. I met Ro a couple of years ago now on a course, and she was very encouraging and supportive, and I guess that's why I'm sitting here today talking to you. So there's a little bit of spiel from them, why I'm standing for this position from Matt Rack. So again, you'll get to see that hopefully before the weekend, and his priorities in tackling school with his mantra of respect teachers, reward teaching and rebuild education. Obviously he wants to tackle Ofsted and try and make it more supportive and collaborative. He's not happy about money getting wasted in private profiteering, which you've already seen his video on, and he's after the Academy Trust and the big salaries that their CEOs take, and he wants to make a difference in terms of pupil behaviour. So massive. But if you don't know Matt Rack, he used to be the General Secretary of the Fire Brigade, had quite a lot of success there over 20 years. If he has the same amount of success in teaching, education, as he's done in the Fire Brigade, I think he's quite a radical guy for change, and I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, I'm going to attach this video to a little letter. I'm going to ask our regional centre if they can send the letter through their MailChimp to every member in West Sussex who I may have met this year, and I'm delighted to say I've met a lot more people this year than last year. There's lots of opportunities to meet. Invite me into your school, especially if you haven't got a representation in that school. We'll try and create some. Invite me to your local associations if that works. Go to your local associations and don't just join in with what's going on locally. And if that isn't an opportunity, let's organise a summer party next year that you can all come to across West Sussex. I'll find some central location and tell me what you want and we can sort that all out. So I'll stop rambling on a bit now. All I'd like to say is thank you for putting your faith in me to be your negotiating secretary for across West Sussex. If I have met you because of casework or because of issues in your school or because of conferences, regional conferences, national conferences, great. And I've really enjoyed our conversations and what you've shared. If I haven't met you, next year's regional conference is open to anybody can apply for it. The annual conference, I think, is in Birmingham next year. Again, we put money from both local associations into a central pot to pay for you to go to that conference, so feel free to request a place. And I guess I've been to two now. The first one I went to see what the big picture looked like, so the motions that were carried forward, written by members to put to the conference to be evolved and voted on, and that becomes the work of the union for the next 12 months. So we are mid-cycle, but elections come around quickly. There are opportunities to be on the SEND advisory board, the leadership advisory board. There's quite a few advisory boards that help build and improve how the union works. But and if you're reading this or listening to this and you're not part of a union, I recommend you get involved in one, because the training's great, and ultimately they'll protect you if you find yourself in a pickle. But you've got to be a member before the pickle occurs. And if you are in a union, well done. But I'd like to leave you by saying not all unions are the same, because I'm in this one, and I'm in this one for a reason. So have a great summer holiday. I call it a summer sabbatical. It's a treat to have so long. We're fortunate to have that amount of time to rest and recover. All those people that say you get too many holidays, I would imagine any decent teacher in this country right now is probably limping to the finishing line. They're probably rinsed out from all the interactions with all those students, 5 lessons a day, the best ones of us have got nothing left, and I would imagine those people that are new to teaching are probably equally spun out. But it is a privilege and a pleasure to be in that classroom, but it's also a privilege and a pleasure to look after the members across West Sussex. We all have a voice, and we don't always use our voice. My job is to encourage people to find their voice, to use their voice, and to make change happen. And I love that aspect of it. I'll never take it for granted, and thank you for putting your faith in me for another 12 months. Have a great summer. Stay safe, stay well, and stay lucky. Good night.